Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy D Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. And yes, video number 2. And I had to do it. What is good, guys? Thanks for hanging out. I had to do this video because I came across a video, what was it? A voice message from Investment Perspectives, the Telegram chat group. That was off the charts. And it's Simon from Love for Crypto who did it. And I'm going to title this video, a dose, maybe perhaps a dose of reality, or a dose of real talk, as we like to say, right? So I probably will do that. And there's a couple of reasons for it. Number one, because there is so much information in that 27-minute talk that he did, that Mickey B. Fresh put into the Telegram chat. Thanks, Mickey B. Fresh. You're awesome, brother. I definitely appreciate you doing that. But number one, the information is invaluable. But for me, it also speaks to where we need to get as a community, as XRP hodlers, right? And that is a level of maturity as an investor. You guys know, you listen to a lot of my videos, you know that my road and my lane as an XRP content creator is different than, Backup Brad Kimes has his way, right? The Digital Asset Investor does his thing. Cobb does this thing. Sam I Am does his thing. I didn't want to just be kind of putting out news that's not my thing. What I decided to do is pivot and to talk really more so about what it takes to be successful, period. I'm just talking because we're in this digital asset space, but what I talk about is just things for success, period. And one of the things that is important for us as XRP hodlers is to understand the importance of being a mature investor. So if you listen to that video, you listen to that voice video and the Telegram chat, you realize that that was coming from Simon's level of frustration with people perhaps on his love for crypto, their love for crypto Telegram chat or Twitter. But it's about the XRP community and the immaturity there. I just, this whole Win Moon thing and this whole Win Lambo and people saying, 25 cents, huh? Thing, that's what he's talking about. And I will tell you this, right? I will tell you this. There's a reason why they have an accredited investor. And it's more so, and there's another reason why, besides the fact that they don't want us to win. The other side of that is the immaturity, right? So wealthy people, I want you to think about this. The wealthy people didn't come up with the accredited investor concept, right? It was the alphabets, whether it be the SEC, the CFTC, and the governments who came up with it because of the immaturity of the investors. That's why they have it. That's why they have a $1 million net worth and I don't know, was it 200,000 an income, or 300,000 as a couple an income. That's the reason. That's the reason for it. And I will tell you this, and forgive me, I hope, someone said that it was cracking last time, so I'm hoping that everything is good. Yeah, I have to put my headphones on when I'm in this car because of, the squeaking going on. So I'm hoping this is better, guys. I apologize for the last video if you guys were getting that cracking noise. Hopefully this is better this time. But that's the reason, right? So if you listen to that video, and I gotta tell you, I would love for you guys, if you did listen to it, to tell me one thing in the comments what you took out of it. What was one of the moments for you that you took from that message? I'm telling you guys, it is amazing. You got to find it. If you haven't heard it, go. If you're part of the Telegram chat, go check that out. It is amazing. Mickey B. Fresh posted it. Got to check it out. But it was so many great takeaways from that. And here's the thing. It feels as though Simon's background, because he kept saying about how he was dealing with some of the people from Swift. So I don't know what his background is. Maybe he's somehow in the banking community some way, shape, or form. You know, I know he's smart because I've listened to him do some other videos before. And he starts this video with, didn't I freaking tell you that it is all about the APIs? She's talking about XVIA. And he's talking about the fact that what a lot of people are missing is that you can use and be part of the Ripple net or you can take advantage of everything that XRP has to offer without being a part of RippleNet, because you can just plug and play. It is a plug and play network, and it's a private network. And so he mentioned people like Uber and PayPal or whoever might be using it that might not necessarily be in a certain space in the banking system necessarily, who can still take advantage of everything that RippleNet has to offer via the API. And the API product is XVIA. It's XVIA, and a lot of people don't talk about it because they think it's about having to be on a RippleNet work, and he's saying that's not the case. You know, he's saying that's not the case. But I tell you what, he put down some things that, you know, was some eye-openers for me. The whole trade finance and how complicated and difficult that system is, and then the fact that RippleNet is getting into that market. I don't know if it's via a company called Trade Finance. I believe there's a company called Open Finance, and I know there's a company called Securitize. They're going to be dealing in those markets that are, you know, Securitize is definitely a Ripple partner, and I think DX.exchange is going to be doing it as well. But they're getting into that market, so Ripple is getting into that, and they're going to take care of this big, massive conglomerate that is the trade finance system via smart contracts. And don't forget, we have Codius. That is a thing. It's a smart contract system. But I gotta tell you, that talk was just, for me, it was one of those real talk moments that you get. He said it. He said they are moving towards the standard. They are moving towards the standard. And guys, XRP is the standard. XRP is the standard. You know, and it's going to take a couple, 3 years. And he mentioned that as well. It is. It's going to take a couple, 3 years. But once it's recognized how well the Ripple net can perform, it's over. And sure, it has to be done slowly. I told you that before, that whole XRapid thing, you know, they're going to have to come out that XRapid thing and, you know, in every which way, you know, under the sun, every direction, left, right, up and down, sideways, backwards, forwards, diagonally, it doesn't matter. They're going to come out of that XRapid system from all kinds of ways. So yeah, they're still testing it out, if you will. You know, you guys saw me, I did that video. It's called this practice, right? So that is 100% the truth. But you know what he was saying is, to him, it is so obvious, and to me as well, where we're going. Why all this complaining? Why all of this when moon and when Lambo stuff? Right? Why all of that? Why all of that? We're moving towards the standard. It cannot be, I'm not sure if it can be any more obvious. And you just have to understand that since this is the greatest, since XRP is the greatest digital asset ever created, it's going to behave differently. And maybe tied to Bitcoin for a little bit. It's going to break away from Bitcoin. There's no question. Once the value of XRP is realized, it's going to go off the charts. And he made a really profound statement. He said, everybody is going to, once they realize the value in this XRP, the institutional money is going to be over freaking whelming. This is why I believe in the Shane Ellis theory. And again, this is another point to that. It doesn't matter about the buying and selling pressure. That's just how the market works. That's how trade works. But the fact of the matter, and he said it on that talk, that the institutional money is going to, it'll stamp out the selling pressure of XRP from speculators like a cockroach. It's not going to matter about people doing their $5 and $10 and $20 thing. Once the value of XRP is realized, the institutional investors are going to snatch it up. So, and that's buying pressure. That's buying pressure. Because they can wait. They can wait. That's the difference. They can wait. And the other difference is they got massive money. So he said, quite frankly, it's not going to matter. 23 billion, and this right now, this price up and down stuff is from speculators. And there's only 23 billion out there being in circulation. Institutional money hasn't arrived yet. Hasn't arrived yet. And again, once it's realized, once the value of XRP is realized, institutional money is going to snatch it up. So not to really worry about it. And I agree. That's why I think the Shane Ellis theory is going to come to fruition. I really, 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 really believe it. It doesn't have anything to do with the total market cap and and all this kind of that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What XRP is going to be used for is the ultimate end game. And it sounds like what he was saying on that video as well, that audio, I guess you should call it, that audio as well. What it sounds like that he's saying is that once it happens, it happens. It's no turning back. Without question, there is no turning back, and the value is going to come. It has to. It has to happen. I mean, just so many good takeaways from that talk, and I'm trying. I listened to it twice now. I'm trying to remember some other stuff that he said, but a lot of it was about the immaturity. That's his frustration with the immaturity in the community, because we have to level up our XRP IQ and get what this is all about, and truly get what this is all about. So I definitely appreciate him doing that audio. I really, really do. And I hope for you that you take the time to listen to that and listen to it a couple times, if not 3 times, so that you can better understand what's going on, so that you can better understand what you hold. Like I always say in my videos, you got to know that you know. You got to know that you know. And this is, I'm telling you, the challenge here is not in the money that you're going to make. That's not the challenge. The challenge is you strengthening your resolve to get to that point. That's where the challenge lies. And then the challenge is, now that you have it, what are you going to do with it? And it's about your ability to hold it. Your ability to hold it. What books are you reading on wealth creation? Right? Because I hope you guys can see like I can see. When we talk about the greatest transfer of wealth ever created, when we talk about that, this is me. I envision a day when my children will somewhere on some beach, on some resort, on some island, come across someone else's children or grandchildren from the XRP community, and they'll have this conversation about how did they get the wealth that they have. And they'll talk about their mom or their dad or their grandma or granddad got into this XRP thing when it was less than $1. I can see that now. Those conversations taking place. Because the greatest transfer of wealth is just that. There's going to be new money. There's going to be this new generation of wealth. There's going to be a new generation of wealth. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you have an opportunity to be the one in the picture, above the mantle of the fireplace. You have an opportunity to be that one who changed the legacy of your family and created that generational wealth. And the key is, how prepared are you so that you can prepare your family to keep the wealth? That's what it's all about. Right? You don't want your kids, your grandkids blowing it all, right? That's what it's all about. So I hope that you, number one, that you can see yourself above the mantle. I hope you can see yourself in that picture above the mantle, above the fireplace. I hope you can see that. Hope you can see that. And number two, I hope you're preparing yourself and that you're leveling up your financial IQ and that you're leveling up your digital asset space IQ and that you're leveling up your XRP IQ so that you can create this generational wealth and, more importantly, keep that generational wealth going generation after generation. That is the key. Just understand tall and understand that you hold the greatest digital asset ever created, and they want it, and they know it. They know it. I saw something, I don't know if it was in the Telegram chat, and I was watching Digital Asset Investors video, and he got this guy that he's been following on Twitter. I think it's Tony Valentino. And I've said this on some videos of mine as well. But he said that all these movements, and you see these little XRP wallet movements going from one wallet to another, it has to do with that they know that what the value of XRP is going to be. They already know, and the moves that they're making are based upon that value, and it's not 25 cents. They already know. He also made a comment about the fact that this debt and what's going on in the stock market and this fake valuations in the stock market with companies buying back their own stock and propping up the stock market is a game, and they know it's a game. There's a reason why what was the number? Was it 160 million in the last few days or 10 days of big major people on these stock companies, CEOs, corporate people selling their stock because they know what's up. XRP will be used to solve the global economic crisis, period. Whether it be liquidity, whatever, it will be used to do it. And debt will be an issue. We will use it to settle, whether it be the government debts or the central bank debts, whatever it is, it will be used to balance those books some way, shape, or form. It's the greatest digital asset ever created, and they know it, and they want what you have. And you hold it, guys. You hold it. You just got to remain strong, strengthen up your resolve, know that you know, learn to discipline your disappointments, right? Get that cash flow going, guys. Get your cash flow going, right? Get your cash flow right. It's important. It's important. It's always important. You know, we do what we do because we get our cash flow is straight. So we can take and invest, save and invest, save and invest, save and invest, save and invest. So you have to have your cash flow right for that. If you want to do that, right? You got to have your cash flow straight. So I hope you guys are doing that. Understand the hours that you're working will be worth it if you're saving and investing. I can't tell you what to invest in, but I know it's a good principle. Don't just save. Putting it in some kind of bank or whatever ain't gonna cut it, right? You want to take advantage of the greatest digital asset ever created, possibly, but you certainly want to take advantage of this new movement, this new asset class that's being created, and that's the digital asset space. You might want to look into that. None of us are around, when gold came about, right? None of us was around when the whole silver thing came about, right? Or copper, or coffee, or beans, or rice. We weren't around when they decided they were going to make those an asset class. But we're here today, and this is, point of fact, a new asset class. And they know it, and I hope that you know it. And I hope that you understand that you're early in this game. You're early in the game. I certainly can't give you any financial advice on what to pick, but I certainly can tell you, you might want to look into it. You might want to look into the digital asset space and see what's going on. See what's going on, guys. Man, I'm excited. I hope that you're excited as well. I'm going to hop off this video. Go check that out if you're in the Telegram chat for investment perspectives. Go check out that audio from Simon. Go check that out and level up your XRP IQ, guys. Okay? All right, guys, I'm out. Listen, thank you so much for hanging out. I definitely appreciate it. Guys, listen, never ever forget that old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.